video.
Awesome.
I don't know if Dick Dillingham would approve, but we're gonna go with yep.
Sometimes you just have to adapt and overcome.
Yeah. Very red on that
The camera does make you look red, but you don't look red in real life.
I'm like, okay. Give it a couple more minutes and we'll get started. Today we're going to talk about your KW app and your website. So your consumer app and the different websites that you have at your disposal.
How do I get to my website?
It'll be inside a command. The
Yeah.
bottom icon says consumer, and that is all of your consumer facing websites in your app.
Still have the landing page turned on. We need to turn that off. Yeah.
They're not findable.
Right. It's just gobbledygook. I was playing around with Amanda. Trying to figure out.
Landing pages are so easy to build.
They are.
Oh my
She
God.
asked me about it. I said, well, I've never built one, but let's do it together. Like, it was 3 buttons. And I said, well, it's done.
Uh-huh. It is the easiest website I've ever built.
And that's what everyone said. And it sounded like one of those things that
Too
teachers
good to
say.
be true.
I said,
Yeah.
That's fake. Let's see if I can break it.
Hi.
I didn't break it.
You can, but no.
Hello.
Hello. Sorry, out of breath. You took the stairs.
Good for you. I took the elevator.
No, I hate the elevator, and I've been in it several times today. I'm like, I am pushing my luck.
Y'all Zoom this every Tuesday?
Mhm.
Oh, fabulous.
We sure do.
Great.
And if I think it's valuable and it's more than just me and a person talking about their business, if it's just one person that shows up, you get me for an hour to sit here and just talk about your business and how we can grow your business with Command, your issues that may or may not be happening. So if that happens, I don't put it on mine. But if I think it's valuable, then I put it on our YouTube channel as well.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So today we're going to talk about your websites and your app. So the first thing I want to do is everybody come up in the little triangle beside your name in the top right-hand side, click the down arrow, and let's click on settings. Then I want to click on connect settings in the menu on the left.
Connect more apps?
No, in the menu on the left-hand side, you'll see
Okay.
general settings, command settings, and connect settings.
Okay.
Click on that and then click on marketing profile. This is where most of Command is going to pull all of its information for your marketing. Designs will pull from here, your emails will pull from here, your website and app. So scroll down here, make sure that if you don't have a photo, if you have one on your laptop, you can get that uploaded real quick. If you have a team logo, you can put that in. If you don't have your telephone, your name, your telephone number, any of that, just scroll down and make sure that you have everything uploaded.
My Bible said a mom with two boys.
Mm-hmm.
Life changes fast.
We start here for a reason. This is the first place you likely came and never came back.
Yeah.
This is also where you'll fix your LinkedIn link.
Oh, good.
It's in here.
I need to update mine.
I don't even think I have one.
I haven't been on there in 2 years.
Mine's actually my Instagram that's messed up. Or it goes to the wrong Instagram.
Oh, Instagram. Yeah, that's right here. You've got, if you keep going down, you've got Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn. So you can fix that all right here. If you don't want that on your page, any of that, that's fine. You do not have to fill it in. If you do, you can fill that in right here. If you should have an information about brokerage services link in here, right below the words compliance in legal footer text. If you don't, let me know, we'll get that in there. Scott Leroy did it for all of you new agents during setup. Let me know when you get down to compliance legal footer text.
Where were you suggesting we should have this link for the information about brokerage services?
Right, so do you see this part where it says Market Center Brokerage?
I can't read that from here. And I'm down on my marketing profile. Did you go past that?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm down a little further now.
Okay,
All right, so I have this on my desktop, but I don't know how to get it here.
your IBS, okay. If you keep scrolling down, we may have done this before because you may have come to one of our classes. If you keep scrolling down, do you see the word compliance?
Uh-huh,
Okay, so the next thing you see under it says legal footer text,
yeah.
okay? And then there's a box, and then below that says legal footer links. Do you see?
Yeah, image must be JPEG or whatever.
So you don't have any URLs in there? Okay. I'm gonna do it for you, Patty.
And those would have been, don't you get up. Those would have been, they're PDFs on my desktop.
Yes, so the way that we do it, and actually I'll get Scott Leroy to help us with that. They put it on a Google Drive and then they have a link that goes on there. Yep, so you don't need to know anything about it. We send them your username, password, and your IBS, and they just do it.
Okay,
That way you don't have to worry about it. They'll get
Okay.
it in there.
all right.
I'm gonna send myself an email to remind myself to get that done for you.
The legal footer text directly under compliance, I think I entered each office is independently owned and operated.
Yes.
I have that,
Yes.
okay,
Once everybody gets down to about that part, I was gonna,
okay.
has everybody gotten past the Market Center brokerage area?
Yeah, I just added that.
All right, so the next thing we need to fill in and make sure is filled in under compliance where it says legal footer text. We need each office is independently owned and operated, written in there. All right. And then once we scroll down, this is where you can go on your computer and grab your Facebook link if you want to, your Twitter, your Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, any of that you would like a little icon on your website too.
Can you scroll back up to the legal footer links, because I've got consumer, Texas Real Estate Commission consumer protection notice in my,
Good.
and so that's what, that can be there.
Yes, you probably need both. Do you have IABS as well?
I don't think, yes, I do.
You do,
Yes, in the bottom one.
Good, okay. Yes, I think the other one is starting to be required, so that's probably why Scott Leroy got it.
And then, right, each office is independently owned and operated in the box.
In the box, yes. And in fact, I might need to talk to Scott Leroy and just have them do that.
Ooh, Scotty.
I know, right?
I mean, I've got mine filled out. It's filled out.
Mhm.
They can do that too?
Mhm.
Okay.
I like Scott Leroy. I like leverage. Anything that I can give to a person who can do it better and faster than me, I'm all for it. But on onboarding, I may just talk to them, and there's things they do for each office. They have their own checklist, and that might be one to add to our checklist. All right. So if you keep scrolling down, if you get real techie and want to get into Google Analytics and Facebook pixels and such, you can put your link there. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry about it.
I was gonna say, you just went.
Right. And then it's not for you, and we're gonna ignore it, and we're gonna click save.
Next.
I have a question,
Yes.
and I know I didn't put this stuff in here, because I don't have a Twitter account, but it's filled in with twitter.com/KWRI. And the same with Instagram, it's Instagram.com/Keller Williams Realty.
You need to delete those.
Okay,
I'm wondering, you remember when all of this rolled out, and we had this come do your Kelly Guide classes over and over again? I'm wondering if that's when that happened.
okay.
But yeah, no, you don't want them to go back to KWRI.
No. Same thing with YouTube/user Keller Williams.
Let's not do that either.
No.
No.
See how often
I'm so glad you came.
I am too.
All right, so now that we have that, this feeds a lot of places. So this is good to check periodically, just to make sure if you're sitting there one day and you're like, I wonder what my bio says. Oh, good idea, just to check it. All right, so now we're gonna be working in the bottom icon on the left-hand side, but I do like to show, if you click on the red box in the top left, you get words so that you don't have to hover over each icon. I don't know why they didn't do it the other way around, but they didn't, so didn't get my input in on that one. If you click on consumer, this is everything consumer facing. This is your consumer app. Has everybody downloaded your consumer app?
I did not.
Nope.
All right, let's do that real quick. Everybody go to your app store. And you're gonna type in Keller.
Wait a minute. App Store, where the hell are you at? There it is, okay.
Which one is it?
If you type in Keller, it's probably gonna be the top one. It's gonna be a white icon with a red KW.
This one. KWCB.
Yes. They changed that name very recently. You may have already gotten it,
I don't have an app on my phone. My,
and you typed in Keller.
I haven't done anything yet because I haven't gotten there.
Oh.
Where am I supposed to go?
Just wherever, are you on an iPhone?
Yeah.
So is it iTunes? What do you click on?
It's the App Store.
The App Store.
It's a
That's what
little,
I clicked on.
And then you should be able to search.
Oh, that was the Apple Store. Oh, I just want to go to,
You can search it at the top if you pull down the search bar.
oh, here, App Store, okay.
got it.
So the KWCB.
And then go down and search and put in
Yes.
Keller,
Yes.
okay. Keller Williams Realty or Keller Williams Mobile app?
Just Keller, and the first one, so just click search. The first one that comes up,
Oh, they've got a bunch. Keller Williams Realty, Keller Williams Mobile app, Keller Meyer.
do the first one.
Do the first one, okay.
And then the first app that should come up,
Realtor.com.
new,
And then Keller Buy and Sell Real Estate, Kelly, Zillow.
I think it's that buy and sell real estate. Is it a white icon with a red KW?
KWCB.
Are you on a
This one.
Samsung? I
Yeah.
think
I'm on Apple.
Yep, that one right
Is
there.
that the KWCB concierge?
it is.
It is that one.
It is in different phones. It is named
Something
different
different.
lately.
They can't make it.
I know.
What do I do
Yes.
with it?
So now, once you get in there, we may all be on different parts. So if it says sign up, you will need to sign up. You are not, this is for your consumers, and so your logins for KW do not work. Try clicking on more in the bottom right,
Okay.
and now does it say sign up, or do you see your name at the top?
It says view profile. It's me.
It's you,
It's-
okay.
Yeah.
So you actually already had it and branded it to yourself. You are ahead of the game. Woohoo! Let's give us a second to catch up to Pat.
2 points for Pat.
I don't see more.
Down at
Um,
the very bottom on the right.
Here.
let me see.
The blind leading the blind. This is KW's concierge.
Yeah, let me see what's happening here.
Because mine's coming up for Carmel Valley.
I think that's what you should be seeing when you're downloading. Yeah.
Isn't the same app?
I'm not thinking it is.
Yeah.
They keep renaming it on me, so that's why.
See, this one's already set up. Yeah, I can just share it with somebody. Do I know how to use it? No.
Yeah, probably I got a different app.
I can't get back to the app store. Have I was yours? Sure. I found an app store.
So that's, so I have this one,
Can you show
and it comes to
Yes, this is it.
Okay, so then this one that I just
And
downloaded.
Get rid of that
one that, see, I already had it downloaded, so it just had me.
Yeah, get rid of that one.
Right there.
Get rid of that one. It was that other one. So that was the problem. You had already
that.
downloaded it. So it is a Keller, and it's like buy and sell or
Yeah, it was the
something.
wrong app.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry about that. They keep changing the name on me, so. And if you've already downloaded it, it acts weird. Alright, once everybody has it downloaded
I'm gonna sign up.
and sign up, it's gonna ask for your name, your email address, and a password. And what we're gonna do is click more in the bottom right. And in the top, you're either gonna see your name if it's already branded to you, or you're gonna see find an agent. If you'll click on that, find an agent and search for yourself if you don't already see yourself. And there's going to be a black button at the bottom that they changed the words on the About Weekly. Something to the effect of get in touch.
Yeah, connect with David.
There we go. And then if you click on that, it'll something to the effect of make this my agent.
See, this, what I'm seeing here, I look like I'm a consumer looking at this.
Yes, this is a consumer app. Mhm. We are getting it branded to you so that you can share your consumer app with whoever you want to. All right, does everybody have theirs branded and can see themselves at the top of the more page?
Yes.
Just, you can't see you.
No, I can't see me. I can see Jesse.
I can see Jesse too.
I'm not supposed to change anything on my right now.
No, if you can see you, you're perfect. We're just getting everybody caught up. Now, once you can see yourself, you can actually scroll down slightly and share the KW app. When you do that, you can share it through any social media, texting, however you want to. It actually shares your branded app so that your clients don't have to do what you just did to connect the app with you. Okay. What this also does is it adds this contact into your database. So you don't have to, if you share your app with, Susie Smith that you meet at the swap meet and she downloads it, you don't have to ever enter her.
So if I want to send this to someone, what do I do?
If you want to send it through text, you would click on your texting app,
Okay,
type their name if they're already a contact in, or type their phone number. And then you can click go and it'll have the branded app. So when they click on it and download it, it'll already have your information at the top and it is hooked into your command. All right. So it is actually the most powerful on the market right now. We partner with Nextdoor. So the website, your website and your app handle neighborhoods better than any on the market.
really?
Yes. In fact, I'll show that real quick. It'll actually shave some time off of our tech appointment in a minute.
We go for 2 for 1.
Right. All right, so this is my website. Yes, it looks a little funky because I don't care. I don't want people on it. I'm not an agent. But what KWRI spent a lot of time and money making sure that your website was going to be able to compete with Realtor.com, Zillow, Trulia. What the client wants is a powerful search bar. They don't want to have to dig through featured listings to find this tiny search button. Your website and your app are intertwined. It's a cohesive feel. In fact, if they sign up on your website, they already have an account for your app and vice versa. So they'll feel like the marketing is the same. But if I type in Southridge Denton, do you see how it says Southridge Denton? Ah, that's a neighborhood. And when I click on it, it's going to take me to a neighborhood landing page. Most other sites do not handle in this manner, okay? Most other websites are IDX fed from MLS and they can't operate in this manner. We're not fed like that. Our boundaries, while not perfect, because it is, some of the more rural areas don't necessarily have neighborhoods. But what Nextdoor allows the neighbors to do is say, okay, this is my neighborhood. All right, so you get real rural, it might not have a neighborhood altogether. And some of them might be, you know, North Crum, and they're calling that a neighborhood. So it's not perfect, but it's near as perfect as it can be, and it's getting better every day. But in our area, a lot of the websites will link this Hunter's Ridge, Ellison Park, Indian Ridge in with Southbridge because it looks like it, but it's not. And same with this Londonderry area. And none of them pop out, that I have found anyways, pop out and give you average days on the market in that subdivision, average home selling price, average selling price per square foot. It never gives us estimate. We do not want to remove you from the equation, but it gives them enough information to keep them coming back here rather than going to Zillow.
So
Right.
where is it getting the data from Zillow or from MLS?
No, actually Zillow, up until a little bit ago, Gary Keller actually came and bought the owner, the Smarter Agent that Zillow was using their platform. Gary bought it. So Zillow became a broker, and now they IDX feed instead. Yeah, that was fun. So it is getting its information from the MLSs. However, we're nationwide. So your website is actually able to pull Hawaii.
Oh,
Yeah. So if you have friends and family from out of town or, you know, even out of state, they can use your website to find homes. And then when they find one they want to see, you can refer them out. So he's big about, this is your sphere, work it, and then refer it to somebody. So keep your leads. That's big for California. You can work your sphere there for referrals.
and it's showing all the houses in active status, right?
Yes, they're gonna show the active here. It does host the other. You'll see those more in the neighborhood nurtures where it emails that we'll talk about in another class. But facing the public, we need to show them what's currently on the market. All right, so this is what your website currently looks like. It has a few hero images ticking right here. It's got the powerful search bar. They can search for rent on here as well. If you would like to brand this more to yourself, these hero images are fully customizable. Now that said, you have to make them for yourself. So if you want to go and make one that maybe has Patty Barron and beautiful script and your face in the corner, you absolutely can do that. Inside of Command, under the Consumer tab and under Site and App Settings.
Where are you?
I'm under Consumer.
Yeah.
And then Site and App Settings on the
Okay.
right. It immediately falls on the front page. So all 5 of those hero images that are ticking on the home page are right there. So if you wanted to play in a photo editor or even designs, I believe this could be done in designs if you had a picture that you liked. You could trash the ones that you don't like. Maybe you think one of them is a little too urban for Denton. You could trash it.
Too modern looking.
Yeah, and maybe you do work the more urban areas and that looks too suburb, you know, whatever it is. I've even seen some of our farm and ranch teams, they trash them all and they have like this cute horse and ranch, and I was like, that was brilliant. Just that change made it farm and ranch. Over on the left, it does tell you the specs for the pictures that make it the best, and you can have up to 5. So that is the best way to brand this site to you. Okay. You can also change the text above it, maybe find your dream home is not an expectation that you want to set in this market. So maybe you want to change that to find a home. I don't know. I mean, however you want to change it, you can do that right there. Okay. And if we scroll down, it says download app landing page. There are a couple of ways that your people could end up on your app landing page. And then they click download app from here. This is how you change the words on that page. Most people don't worry about that page. If they got to that page, you're probably okay, but you can change it there if you want to. You can also add virtual tours on your website right here. Okay, maybe you have a beautiful virtual tour that you paid a photographer to do. You can add that here. Okay. The next thing, if we click on URLs, this is how you can change your subdomain. Mine is dianarr.kw.com. I can change that. If I just, later I'm not Diana R, maybe my husband messes up and I go back to Diana N. I can change that right here. Or maybe I join a team and now I want a team name there. I could do that here.
Download app hero text.
Ignore that. Ignore that. It's not something you need to mess with.
Okay.
It's for somebody super techie that's going to use the app on a very high level. I wouldn't worry about it. Okay. And then featured listings, if you come over, I actually did add one. This is where you can go in. This does hook to our KWLS, our Keller Williams Listings Service. It does pull it over. I don't know where that's coming from. Oh, that's per square foot. I did a commercial listing. You can add your featured listings there. I'm thinking that this is a newer feature that may not have gone into full effect yet because I have not figured out where it actually posts these. It's not on my website. So I'm thinking that this is something that above the featured listings carousel. I don't have a carousel. Right? Like I did the whole, I added it. Let's see, maybe over here, maybe I have a carousel somewhere else that I don't realize it. Okay, nope. I'll find that later. Theme, we have two. It's gonna be a real hard choice. Do you want a red KW or a charcoal gray KW? Because that's the real difference. Okay. And then at site pages. These are the pages that are currently on your website. And some of them do need your attention. I'm going to show you those in just a second. You can reorder these. To find them, what will happen is on your web page, you've got the little drop down and it's got the pages underneath there and you can reorder them. I am on the last tab of that admin site pages.
Yeah.
And on the left side, mine says company profile, about me, contact us.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. And you can move those around if you don't like the order of them.
How do you do that?
If you hover over the little dots and click, you can drag and drop it.
Because I don't think people come in here to look at a company profile first. They're gonna come and look at the agent.
Yeah. And as you click on them, it pops up on the right-hand side, all of the things that you can change about that site. Well, it pops up the title, the slug, and the SEO description. Do not worry about SEO description if you do not understand the word SEO description.
Okay, can I back up a little bit?
Yes.
The agent site page where it lists company profile about me, contact me today, and we're at a page.
Mhm.
What's sitting in page title, it changed, okay. It had company profile. I started playing around with it over here and it acted like it wasn't gonna do anything and now it's changed.
It just
Okay.
lagged for a
Okay.
second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
So the page title, the slug, and SEO description, that's you telling Google what the site is about. Do not worry about that. Okay? All right, let's work on those pages because those are really the things that need your attention. If you click back on agent site pages, it's right to the right of the word consumer in the top white bar. Agent site pages.
Okay, the way this is set up now, it has about me first as the page title. And then it has URL slug. It has
That
about me.
is the slash, so it'll say like pattybarron.kw.com/about-me, whatever that slug is.
But I'm saying that both the title and the slug says about me.
Yes,
It's supposed to,
yes,
okay.
that's fine.
And then the SEO then has Patty Barron Realtor contact, blah, blah, blah.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Perfect. So let's click on agent sites. In the top white bar, directly to the right of the big word consumer. The ones we're gonna want to worry about are the about me.
Something else came up. I clicked on that agent sites options. Is that where you were at? What came up was before you begin, what provider do you want to use for your sites?
Okay,
And
that, what does the top option say?
use KW agent
That.
sites. Okay,
Let's use that.
all right,
That pops up randomly.
okay.
And then now, do you have a list of pages on the left?
Where are we again?
Make sure hers looks like this.
Let me go back to that.
It should have like about us, contact us, about me.
I saved that. We were on this. And now we'll go back again.
We're gonna go right there to agent site pages.
Okay.
Yep, you're all good.
Okay,
Contact us about me and about us.
let's
Okay,
look
okay.
at about us. The three dots to the right of about us, let's click on edit.
Mine still says Cameo.
Nice.
You can take that off.
I'm glad you did there.
It brings up the rooftop graphic, and then in the middle it says company profile.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Or
Mhm.
year, almost 2 years ago.
So for me, it says about you outdated. Should I click there?
Yes, so this is where you'll need to add some sort of content to it, or you can just delete the page. So this is gonna be homework at some point. It doesn't need to be today.
For company profile?
You can use this page for anything, but it needs to be something because it's there. Or we can just delete the page. So I've seen people use it for, because there's a picture on below that, and then there's some words. So they did like a picture of a like seller selling a home, and they talked about how they help sellers. And then there was a picture over here, and it was a buyer getting a key to their house, and they said how they help buyers. And they used it kind of as that.
Is this what it's supposed to look like?
And then when you scroll down, that's what it currently looks like. It can look like
There's nothing
anything.
there. Headline title, headline
So
title.
if you don't have an idea of what you want to do this page with this page, you can either think about it or we can delete it and it can just go bye-bye.
Can we leave the philosophy and?
The what?
Mine's got a company, the team profile, looks like company profile and the philosophy on here can just stay on that for right now.
Yes, it can absolutely stay whatever you want it for it to be right now.
Okay.
I'm looking at the widgets on the right side,
Uh-huh.
and one of them has testimonial capture form.
Mhm.
If I have past testimonials, can I enter them there?
So there, you would need to create 2 pages. One of them is like a testimonial entering, and then there's a page for the testimonial carousel. But yeah, you can create a testimonial page. I actually have one, so I don't have any testimonials on it, but
We need to take care of that.
I'm not an agent though. I had a problem with this site altogether being up because I'm not an agent. So it really, I mean, the fact that it's online, really, like my inner analytical side is going, "Ah." So everywhere I can, I say that I'm the assistant MCA here and not a licensed agent, and I'm hoping that that'll cover me somehow, but I don't have an app for that reason. So I'm not sure why they gave me a website, but Diana Roberts. It actually requires their address. Let's see what happens. Years I've been my own client.
I'm in La La Land, I'm beyond what I know to do.
I'm gonna see how this shows up. I don't know who Royal Realtor is, but. At some point, it might actually. What is the other one? Oh. That's not all the required fields. Yes. Great. Job. Exclamation points. It's just doing.
No, up at the top it says from our clients, and there's a capital L where there shouldn't be.
Nice. And I don't know why I'm with Royal Realtors. Maybe I didn't see this
From
from
our clients.
what field am I missing?
Did you rate? Did you click the stars that you?
Uh-huh.
I don't know, man.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know that I did it right, but so part of the next little bit of getting everything set up is to check out all of these pages and just make sure that they are the way that you want them, that they say what you want them to say. That one I had you pull up is the most complicated. The other one is like, fill in so that I can contact you. There's not a lot to change on that. The one that's about you is pulling your bio from what we just set up. So there may be a few adjustments in there, but there's not a lot to change. So that company profile one, that's the one that can be a little time consuming, but you can always delete it if you decide that you can't find anything useful for it right now. Perfectly fine. I would recommend coming in and adding at least the download my app page. If you'll click on create a new page in the top right, it's the Tiffany blue.
We'll have to do a testimony.
Oh, well, thank you. It won't let me do it for myself. I think that might be the problem. And then click on my agent site. The difference between on my agent site and landing page is landing pages will not attach to your site. They do not generate traffic at all. You have to point things to it. So that's like if you are doing a landing page for a house and you want to drive traffic to it from a flyer or a writer, however you want to do it, that would be a landing page. But on your site, we'll click on that and then click create web page. Okay. If you're on a team, you can add a team page here, and this will pull from everybody's marketing profile. If their marketing profile is not filled out, they won't show up on this team tool.
What are we trying to do now?
We're gonna add the download my app, but I just wanted to talk for a second about the team page, just in case they're on the team. All right, so the one thing I would add to your website is download my app. So if we click on download my app, click and hold and drag over, you'll see a green line, and then let it go. It's actually gonna drop it on the web page.
I'm not there. It says create new page. It says on my agent site,
On your agent site,
and nothing's happening.
and then create. I think down at the bottom it says okay.
Okay.
And then it'll load and it'll be a blank screen with 8 little boxes on the right side.
Okay.
And the bottom right says download my app. Click and hold on that and move it over to your blank screen and drop it.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
So now it says download my KW app. All right. Let's see if I get this on all right. All right. After you have it the way you like it, you can click configure widgets and just make sure that the green little checkbox is checked. Some of those little widgets will require a little more information. This one knows exactly what your KW app URL is, so it's good. All right, so we can click done. We can come up in the top right and change this to download the KW app. This is on your back end what you will see under the page titles when you save this page.
Okay. It says new agent site and then a bunch of letters, and it has a pencil where you can modify it.
Yeah, delete what's there and write download the KW app or something to that effect so that you'll know when you go there that that is what this page is.
Let's delete. And save changes.
Yes, and then we can save changes. And yes, we would like to publish it. And that, my friends, was the easiest web page I've ever created in my whole life. Only second to a landing page for a listing on this. All right, You can go in, all of those widgets have different uses. So if you wanted a testimonial page, you could put that on there. I now have a testimonial on here, so I'm gonna go look.
I can't see it, so I don't know if you have to like
Do I have to approve it?
manually add it.
Are they supposed to be clickable, like when you click download my app to make the page?
I think on your page it will be. Yes. And that is how they end up on the app landing page.
Well, like when you're making the widget though,
Uh-huh.
I'm lost in the part like where it has the widgets listed. It's
Oh,
not letting me click.
Click and don't let go, drag it and drop it.
So on this agent site page, where on the left it says profile about me, contact me today, where's the contact me call to action? Where would I see that?
Contact me.
Yeah.
I think on the agent site page. So the contact us. Can you turn your computer around so I see where you're at? Okay, so that is just where you're going to fill it out. If you want to see what it looks like, click on agent site pages at the top. And then in the blue bar, you'll see your configured agent site here. And it'll have like pattybarron.kw.com. There's a little blue bar at the top right below the white bar. Do you see that?
Don't get out.
Yeah, I see it. In between the white bar and the
The white bar here,
yep, down, just below that white bar.
configure your site.
There's a blue bar
Oh, here.
right there,
Okay.
yes.
Go to
If
show
you-
the address.
Yeah, click on that.
Okay.
And then if you want to see what it looks like, you'll click the down arrow and about me. There's a down arrow to the right of login. And then you'll see about me and contact us. And you can see exactly what it looks like there. So you'll know what needs to be changed.
Okay.
That one, the agent site pages, that's really just for reordering them in that area. All right, the last thing I really want to talk about before we're done is in that KW app, the middle button says guide. This is an optional step. There is a buying guide and a selling guide. This, when your clients are using the app, they can step along the buying and selling process, okay? But this is the standard steps. Some agents say, you know, maybe you want to get pre-approved before you start your search. You know, maybe that's something you want to do for your clients, so you want to reorder it. Maybe you have an extra step in there that's not listed. Inside of Command, under Consumer, this Guide Builder up by Agent Sites and Landing Pages. If we click on that,
Agent sites and command, and then where?
so in the white bar, you've got Agent Sites, Landing Pages, and then Guide Builder. We're clicking on Guide Builder.
Okay.
You now see buying and selling about mid-page.
Uh-huh.
These are the buying and selling guides. Each one of them, if you click on the dots, you can edit that guide. So maybe in the buying process, you want to take the get pre-approved, and if you hover over the little gray box with the 6 dots in it and click and hold, you can take that whole side and slide it above. Instead of start your search, let's get pre-approved first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just drag and drop.
Yep, you just drag and drop it above. Maybe you scroll down and you're like, oh man, yeah, I really want there to be a step for home appraisal. I don't see one in here. You can actually add, different ones in here. You can change the words. If you click on one, it pops out on the right side. You can change all of the words if you don't like the way it's worded. You can change the picture if you don't like the picture. These are totally customizable for you. If you use command and opportunities at a high level, these are also can be tied to the opportunity phases inside of command, and it'll change their app if they're using it. So if they're on the appraisal phase and the appraisal's done, it'll take that slide away and move it as well so that they don't have to do that. So at 2 a.m. if they're worried and oh, I wonder if the appraisal is good, now the appraisal slide is gone. You know, so it's just another way to touch maybe the millennials that are really more app driven. So that's something that you can do. That said, if you want to leave them the standard way, you absolutely can do that. And you'll be fine.
Hey, question.
Yes.
In the buyer's guide, there is 10 steps and 7 clients. What do those clients mean?
So you have 10 steps in the binder? Mine only has
Oh,
9.
7 clients? Yeah, probably my clients in command.
Yes, it's your clients in command because I have 367. So they have the potential of using it. Not that they all have the app. But you have 10 steps? They must have updated the guides and I didn't get an update. That's rude. I want 10 steps. Just briefly, landing
Mine has
pages.
10. Mine has 10.
Maybe I deleted one at one point.
Is there, I'm looking at the seller's guide.
Mhm.
Is there a way to add something to this?
Yes.
Because I mean, the first thing out of the chute is show your home. No, you need to prepare.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Declutter.
All right. So, let's see. So if you scroll all the way to the bottom, there's an add a step.
Okay.
All right. And I'm so glad they changed this. The first thing I had to show new agents was that introduction. No, they didn't. Okay, everybody click on the introduction. I haven't found this in the app, by the way, but if you read it, it says, congratulations on starting the process of selling your home. This timeline will guide you through the process required. Paul will be providing insights on each step. Who's Paul?
Are you on seller's guide? I'm on buyer's guide.
I'm on seller's guide. I don't know who Paul is, but you might change that. I don't know where this comes up or if it comes up, but
Who is Paul?
I don't know, but everybody has Paul.
So should I type my name?
Yes, you should absolutely have your name. I wish that line just wasn't in there. Let me see if it's in the buyer's guide too. I'm glad I clicked on that.
I didn't see it in the buyer's guide.
It is, it's in the buyer's guide. So you need to change it in both places. Yeah, I found that one day, I was like, oh no.
In the buyer's guide, it says we will provide. It's just, it doesn't say the name.
Yeah, mine doesn't have anything about Paul on the buyer's
Oh,
guide.
good, mine says Paul.
So they got rid of it halfway.
I'm leaving it Paul, so it reminds me,
That you need to change it.
that I need to say that, so I'm glad to hear that they're at least replacing it on one side.
This Paul is only working with
He's
listings.
only-
He's not working with buyers
He's
anymore.
become a rainmaker now. Whoever Paul is, he's the rainmaker.
Good for him.
Woo! All right. So just real quickly, landing pages, they don't attach to your site. These are things that, and they have different widgets. So you only saw the 8 on your site, but on landing pages, there's a whole different set of them. There's a listing one you can pull directly from our listing KWLS and your website. It will pull all the pictures and everything. You can make a website, gorgeous website from your listing that's already active in minutes. And then you could use that on a Facebook post. You could buy a writer for 123mainstreet.com and point it there. However you want to use that, just know that it's not going to generate traffic on its own. You will need to drive traffic to that website. And you cannot currently attach it to your webpage. All right. I think that is about it for your app and your websites. Any questions?
Thank you for that. I didn't have to download my app on there.
All right.
At the top, is it supposed to say Keller Williams Realty, or what is your drop down?
Mine says, yes, Keller Williams Realty Denton. I don't know if that is a
I think it must be
key
under-
thing right now so that it says Keller Williams Realty Denton somewhere. These are nationwide, and so to follow all of the state's legal rules is kind of hard. And so I don't know if it's on there for that reason, but that's the way Scott Leroy has been setting them up.
Keller Williams Realty.
Yeah,
I have a
or the
question.
team name if you're on a team, he's been putting it like that.
I have a question.
Well, like, on my setup, I actually have Keller Williams Realty where it says team name, because I don't know what to put there, and then it shows up here, so I'm wondering if I left it blank, what it would say.
It's a good question. You might try it. You can't break it, you might as well try it.
So on my side, just Christie Charlie here,
Mhm.
here. Is it possible to change it to my
Yeah, technically it should say the Dean team. And this is the same thing we're talking about right now. Let's go to command and do the drop down. Let's go back to that marketing profile under settings.
Oh,
Connect
that
settings.
didn't stay.
Connect settings, yeah, marketing profile. And then scroll down and then we were talking about under team name. Scroll up. Something, somewhere here it says team name. Yes,
So I should
change it there to the Dean team
Okay,
and let's see if it changes there as well.
okay.
Yeah, his says Christy Chumley in the team name, and that's what's on that bar, so I bet it changes that right there.
Oh, okay. So I wonder if I should just put my name, or should I keep it as Keller Williams Realty? Like permanent consumer, point of view, I don't know.
I think if I was an individual, I would want my name there. I think I would.
Yeah, it changed it.
Perfect, thank you. Now I know.
So when you're talking about changing these steps, like to get pre-approved, are they supposed to be draggable? When you click
Yeah,
it?
so in the gray box with the 6 little dots in it, if you click and hold it, you can drag and drop it.
So I've never set up a new landing page, like for a new listing, which I have to, on how many more. How do we do that? Can we spend a few minutes on that?
We can. We'll need to do it after yours goes live though, so
Yeah.
that we can do that. Do you wanna let me know when it goes live and we'll sit down for a few minutes?
Yeah.
All right,
Hopefully by Friday.
sounds good.
Yeah.
Fridays are usually pretty good for me.
Good.
All right. All right, we're gonna be staying here. I've got two of our new agents are here. I'm gonna do their tech onboarding real quick.
Yay.